I was watching the match on TV. When players get into a fight, which language do they argue in? Hi everyone, welcome to Nareen's Life with MS. This is Nareen and it's time for Slowdown Saturday. And honestly, one of the greatest things about having friends who do talk about a lot of things is that sometimes you get something that you can actually share with all of you. And just like I shared, a couple of days ago about, how to kind of fix, a crowded mind. There was another thing that I did want to talk about because this was also shared by my friend. And that covers a whole lot of things, right? Especially if you are feeling a little anxious, if you are feeling a little, um, what's the best word? If you are feeling a little uh, overwhelmed, I'd say. And the best part about this is that it is not only something that is, done, in a specific part. Honestly, I thought it was part of pranayam, but actually, it is something that pretty much everyone agrees, left, right, and center, that doing this actually does help in calming you down, making you feel, feel a little more grounded, and definitely um, allowing you to, just rest a little bit. And this entire process is actually called the cyclic sigh or the physiological sigh. Now, how does the physiological sigh or the cyclic sigh work? So it is very simple. The best way I can say it is you inhale twice and then exhale once through your mouth, right? How do you do it, right? A lot of people would want to know, what's the difference between breathing in twice. So I'd say the easiest way to do it is breathe sharp and hard and a little long on your first one. Breathe sharp, short on your second one, and then just breathe out very slowly. Now, the one thing that my friend did say is that they normally breathe into their chest rather than, their tummy. Um, and they use that second breath to pretty much breathe into their tummy or push at least the first breath down. That is one way to look about it. I mean, for me though, usually I do end up breathing pretty often into, my belly. So as a result, the one thing I would say is, just keep yourself, just understand that, you're trying to push your breath as far down as possible, right? So an easy way, I'll just show you how to pretty much do it, and I'll pretty much number the breaths as I'm breathing so that you know that it's happening. So let's go. Again. So obviously I'm sitting down, so you can't actually see, my stomach expanding and then contracting. But essentially, one thing that you should be able to see is, your stomach literally expanding while you are, breathing in hard and deep, right? And of course, if you are like my friend and you do breathe into your chest, and so you do see your chest rising, make sure that with your second breath you are pushing, all of the breath that is in your chest down, right? So if I do it with looking at my chest and I do, and it's here, got pushed down, and then, right? So you can definitely do that. And another way to definitely do a controlled breathing that can definitely calm you down a little bit. I know this one is definitely a breathing exercise that I did learn doing yoga, I think, yesterday. So it is still very fresh in my brain. And, it can definitely help, you know, um, allow you to, extend your breathing, make you breathe a little slower and better. And the best part of all, even make, improve your endurance when it comes to breathing, is to first take a deep breath and then just count while audibly saying each number. And the one thing you will realize is, if you keep doing this, the numbers the number until you can count will actually increase. And the one thing you want to do is breathe in so you can actually feel your stomach expand, and then as you say the numbers, you will actually feel your stomach go down as well. So I'll try it out over here, and of course I will start saying the numbers. And the one thing you'll probably notice if you do it 2 to 3 times is that your numbers will also increase in every subsequent round, just because your mind is getting focused more on you breathing this way. So we can try this one as well. So here I go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. And as you can see, I counted all the way up until 40, and you could tell by, like, when I was reaching around 35 that my lungs were actually emptying themselves out completely. And then by the time I hit 40, it was completely out. Now if you continue doing it and try to do it for at least 3 rounds, if not 5 rounds, is that you will see that your numbers might slowly increase. It might go 40 to 41 to 42, or if you maybe are trying this for the first time, you might go to 20, then you might go to 22, then you might go to 25, or sometimes you might have something like a 20 to a 23 to a 21. That can also happen. But do know that this is one way to also um, keep your endurance a little high, right? So there are two things that we actually covered this Slowdown Saturday, which is actually allowing you to slow things down. One being to reduce your anxiety, which of course is a great thing, which is breathe twice um, through your nose. Breathe in twice through your nose and then exhale through your mouth slowly and in a controlled fashion. And then the second one is breathe in deeply and then just count, and just keep counting until your lungs literally run out of air, right? Both of these things are great ways to not only uh, not only calm you down but also increase your endurance, so that you know you actually have the ability to stay a little calmer for a much longer time. So hopefully you did enjoy this Slowdown Saturday, and hopefully you do use these things, you do practice these two breathing techniques, so that you over time you are able to find ways to actually slow down, right? Actually make things last a little longer, um, for your endurance as well to last a little longer, so that you can definitely aim to achieve more. So of course, with that said, this is Nareen Side with MS. I am Nareen. I do hope your weekend is going very well. I did sleep for, I think, close to, I want to say, 5 hours this afternoon. So definitely getting the read and the rest that I need. But of course, with all of that said, here is me Wishing you a good night, sweet dreams, and I will catch you tomorrow. Bye.